I know you love your kids, but do you ever find them incredibly annoying, loud, whiny, bossy, dramatic? I think everyone can relate to this. But what if we shifted our perspective? What if we took the annoying and reframed it as positive? For me, this process started a number of years ago. I was teaching one of my daughters what it meant to think critically, to think for herself. As I explained what it meant to question everything, she asked a simple yet profound question, as kids often do. Daddy, does that mean I should question you? And there I was, backed into a corner with no option other than to give my daughter outright permission to question everything I said. Because obviously, if we want our kids to question everything, that has to include us. So I begrudgingly told her, yes, that means you should question me too. And that was a really important connection for me to make. It allowed me to create a reframe the next time she questioned me. She wasn't being argumentative or defiant or annoying. She was thinking critically, thinking for herself, doing exactly what I had taught her to do. Over the following years, I've needed to develop and improve this skill in order to survive. As any parent can attest to, kids can be frustrating, angering, really annoying. And I've had to work really hard not to be the father who dumps on his kids because he's annoyed by normal kid behavior. These reframes are so important to me, so helpful to my mindset that I created a PDF and I printed it out and hung it up in our kitchen where I can see it every day. I made it as a reminder for myself, but if you can relate to this struggle and you want a copy of that PDF, I'll put a link in the video description below. So let's take a look at some of the other reframes that I've needed to survive as a dad. Every one of these takes something that I find annoying and flips it on its head into something that I would be proud of as a character trait in each of my kids. They're not being demanding. They know what they want and are being assertive. They're not clinging to you. They're being affectionate and connected. They're not whining. They're communicating their needs. And by the way, if they need help learning a better way to communicate their needs, that's on you to teach them. They're not being loud. They're confident and expressive. They're not being stubborn. They're persistent and tenacious. They're not being defiant. They hold strong beliefs and are bold and determined. They're not dramatic. They're expressive and passionate. They're not a tattletale. They seek justice and respect the rules. They're not bossy. They're just a natural leader. And they don't need to sit still. They're energetic, joyful, and enthusiastic. Again, if you want a copy of this PDF, check the video description below. So the next time you or your wife gets annoyed about the kids being dramatic, just look at each other and agree, wow, the kids are really expressive and passionate today. You'll laugh and you'll remind each other to reframe the negative as character traits that you would be proud of in your kids.